Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on something you use every single second you're online, probably without even realizing it. Amazon Route 53. You type in a website, hit enter, and poof, the page is just there. It feels like magic, right? But it's not. Behind that seemingly instant result is a massive global system working at unbelievable speeds, all to translate your simple request into something the internet can actually understand. See, here's the thing. We humans, we like simple, memorable names, like example.com. But computers, they talk in numbers. Long, complex strings of numbers called IP addresses. It's kind of like knowing a friend's name versus needing their actual phone number to call them. So how do we bridge that gap? How does your browser take that simple name you typed and find the correct number out of billions of possibilities? Well, that's the core problem that has to be solved billions of times a day. And the solution is an ingenious system called the Domain Name System, or DNS for short. All right, let's get right into it. The best way to think about the DNS is as your digital GPS. It's the invisible map that makes navigating the huge, sprawling world of the internet even possible in the first place.
So what is the DNS, really? It's basically the internet's phone book, a gigantic worldwide network of servers whose one and only job is to look up the name you type and find the corresponding number. Without it, we'd all be trying to memorize IP addresses, and trust me, nobody wants to do that.
Now, DNS itself is a universal system, but companies like Amazon have taken that core concept and just supercharged it. And that brings us to the star of our show today, Amazon Route 53. It does all the standard DNS stuff, but then it adds a whole layer of smart features that make the internet faster and way, way more reliable. You can really think of Route 53 as a one-stop shop for your online presence. First, it helps you register your unique domain name. Then it acts as the traffic cop, directing visitors to your application. And maybe most importantly, it's also a health inspector, constantly checking to make sure everything is up and running smoothly. Okay, that's the theory. But what does this look like in practice? Let's actually follow a single web request on its incredible, lightning-fast journey from your browser to a server. It's a complex dance that all happens in the blink of an eye. So check this out. It's like a relay race. You make your request, and it first hits a local resolver. The resolver says, I don't know this one. So it asks a root server. Think of it as the main index for the entire internet. The root server points it to the right directory, in this case, the one for all the .com domains. That server then points it to Route 53, which holds the specific record. Finally, the resolver asks Route 53 for the final answer, gets the IP address, and sends it back to your browser so you can connect. And here's the absolute wildest part. That whole globe-spanning, multi-step relay race we just described, it happens in less than a second. Often, we're talking about just a handful of milliseconds. That mind-boggling efficiency is what makes the internet feel instant. But Route 53 isn't just a map giving out directions. It's an intelligent traffic controller for the web, playing a critical role in keeping things stable and resilient, especially when things go wrong. Let's be real, servers fail. It happens all the time. Now, without a smart system in place, that just means a dead end for your request, an error page. This is exactly where Route 53's extra smarts, its health checks, and intelligent routing really come into play. So what are these health checks? Well, think of them as little automated scouts that Route 53 is constantly sending out. They're just pinging servers over and over asking, hey, are you there? Are you okay? It's a constant pulse check on the health of a website. And if one of those scouts reports back that a server is not okay, that's when DNS failover kicks in. Instantly, Route 53 stops sending visitors to the sick server and reroutes them to a healthy backup. The best part? The user probably never even knows a problem was avoided. And it gets even smarter than that. We're moving beyond simple on or off checks now. Route 53 can use what are called intelligent routing policies, where it starts making really sophisticated decisions about the absolute best place to send you based on all kinds of factors. This is where it gets really powerful. You can direct traffic with surgical precision. With geolocation routing, for instance, you can send a user from France to a French language server. With latency routing, Route 53 automatically finds the server with the fastest connection for you, connecting someone in Asia to a server in Singapore instead of one halfway around the world in Ohio. It's all about creating the best possible user experience. Okay, let's zoom out for a second. We've gone through the details, but why does all of this really matter? What's the big picture here?
This quote from the documentation just nails it. At its heart, that's what a service like Route 53 is, an essential translator. It's the bridge between us humans, who think in simple names, and the actual machines that run the internet, which only speak in numbers.
So, when you boil it all down, it's this invisible engine that makes the modern web what it is. That speed you feel when a page loads, that's DNS. That reliability when a site stays up even when something breaks, that's health checks and failover. All this complexity happening in the background is what makes the internet feel so simple and instant.
And as our world gets more and more connected, with billions of new devices coming online every year, this invisible foundation has to constantly evolve to handle new challenges. Understanding it is really the key to understanding our digital future. Thanks for joining us.